Hello, everybody. This is a little tutorial about Minecraft Pi and Python coding and making doors, because doors turn out to be very confusing, and they're going to be an important part of what we do. So first of all, I've got this little code here that creates a block. So it's just this block. I'm going to put a door in it. So the first thing is you have to place door pieces one by one. You can't do set blocks. So I'll do just set block, not set blocks. I'm going to place this at the same X distance, which is my north-south, starting at the ground. And I'm going to move it in so it's not right on the edge of this block. I'm going to do plot z plus 3 because this way it makes it relative to my plot, 3 to the right. I don't need to put any other ones because the set block command only needs an x, y, and z. All right, so now I'm going to select the door, which is 64, block 64. But I have to select another value. And this will determine which way my door faces, whether it's opened or closed, and where the hinges are. So just to be clear, let's start with 0 and let's see what that does. Okay, so 0 is right here. 0 makes a south-facing door. Okay, so it faces the direction of the negative x values. If I change this to be a 1, now it's a west-facing door. You can see it's over there. And if I change it to a 2, it is a north-facing door. There it is. And you can guess that if I change it to a 3, it is an east-facing door. There it is. Okay, so there it is. Well, I only got half a door. I need a second half of a door. So I could try, let's go ahead and make this a south-facing door first of all. Put it back to 0. Let's try just copying and pasting this code and moving this piece up by 1 in the y value, and see if that makes a double door, a two block door. So I look here and I see it doesn't really look like a door. It looks like 2 bottoms of a door. And the problem is when I open it, they open up separately, and actually they disappear. They kind of mess up. So that is not good. So what I need to do to create the other half of a door is use block 8. Okay? So block 8 will make the other half of the door. Here we go. Oh, now it looks like a full door. It's got windows on the top, opens and closes just fine, all as one piece. That's really great. Now the other thing I can do is I can make the top half door piece 9. 9 will still make the other half of my south-facing door, but it will put the hinge of the door on the other side, so when I open it, it opens the other way. This is really helpful if I want to make a double door. So for instance, if I want to make a double door, I'm going to have to make 2 doors. Let me make 2 doors by copying and pasting. The second one needs to be a little bit more east, so I'm going to make the second one, instead of plot z plus 3, I'll make it plot z plus 4. And if I leave them both as 9, look what happens for my top halves. When I open it, well, that's not how I want it. That's hard to walk through. So one of them needs to be an 8 for the top half, and the other one needs to be a 9 for the top half, and this will cause them to have hinges on opposite sides and open up just the way you want. Okay, so there we go. All right, so that's pretty good. Well, you might be wondering, you talked about 0, 1, 2, and 3. That determines which direction the door is facing. You talked about 8 and 9. That determines the top half of the door and which side the hinge is on. What do 4, 5, and 6 do? Well, 4, 5, and 6 do the same thing as 1, 2, and 3, except they default to the door being open. So right here, I've got a south-facing door with 0s. If I use 4s, I'll also have a south-facing door, but it will default to be open. It's an open door that you're ready to walk through. There it is. But I can close it, and now it's just the same door as with 0s. All right, so 4 is the open version of 0, 5 is the open version of 1, 6 is the open version of 2, and 7 is the open version of 3. All right, and they also require an 8 or a 9 on the top to determine the second half of your door and to determine which side the hinges are on. So it takes a little bit of playing around. It'll probably be trial and error, but you'll get it. Don't give up on doors.